Welcome, great to have you here. Another opportunity for us to create together. I'm Samaj, this is Creating with Samaj, and every day we show up for 15 or 20 minutes to see what's inside of us, in our heads and our hearts, getting it out onto the page, or maybe just being creative. And there's no subtext at all. Maybe that's the case. Whatever the case, we have our Canson XL, we have our Praying Oval 16. Let's go ahead and moisten those, turn our page, and we're almost at the end of this book. Oh, but this is the last page. So I'm thinking that maybe I'll just, since we still have days left in the month, should I start a new book? Or should I just turn the page and start the other direction and then start a new book for February? I'll have to give that some thought. In the meantime, let's see what shows up today. I had very weird dreams last night. I'm trying to figure out if it's something that I ate before I went to bed, or if it was just weird dream night, because it was quite odd, some of the things that showed up. And dreams are the craziest things. Like, Sigmund Freud had all sorts of thoughts about it, as did Carl Jung. But gosh, they can be. I honestly felt, and this is the thing, last night I felt my dream, I was traveling to all the places that I was going to. So I guess it's an out-of-body experience, they say. I'm not quite sure. Astral projection? I don't know. But it was very, very intense. And it was very, it was just very weird. Anyway, I think dreams are meant to be that way. I don't know why, but I think they are intended to be things that make us go, ooh. And I don't know. I just find them to be very strange. And I don't dream very often, that's the other thing. And so when I do dream, they tend to be very intense for whatever reason. Last night's dream was a lot of cavern dwelling, like spelunking. I'm not a spelunker at all. So that was very odd. Oh, the birds are going to start in a moment. Oh, righty, I don't know. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Maybe it's a little house. Oh, maybe it's a little mushroom. I'm not sure. Oh, maybe they are little mushrooms. Little mushroom, little mushroom. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a little house. A little gnome. A little gnomey house. And there'll be another little window right there. Perfect. And it'll be a little path that goes there, and a little path that goes there. And let's continue that path here. And yeah. And maybe it's amongst some things there. Not sure. That's enough drawing. Let's just get some color on the page. yes, dreams are weird things, but I guess they are allowing us to process stuff and figure things out. But I don't know what was with the cave dwelling. I'm not a cave dweller. Maybe I was doing... So, I don't know if any of you heard, but there was a crazy story about these miners that got stuck underground in Africa because apparently they were mining gold illegally. So the government there decided, we're going to leave you there. And it took 2 people from a neighboring village to decide that they were going to get them out. They'd been down there for something like 200 days, I want to say. Yeah. It came to the point that they were eating cockroaches and human flesh from the people who had died. And they had lost power. The story is just beyond horrific. Beyond horrific, unlike anything I've ever heard in my life. And I just have to wonder if the dream was caused by that, because I heard that story a couple of days ago, and it's just has sat with me for so long. And probably, I just can't even imagine the horrificness of it. The men who rescued them, so there's this cage that goes down to collect the miners and bring them back up. Apparently the cage is designed to carry 6 people at a time. They were bringing up 13 and 16 people at a time from down in those bowels. And it was a crazy depth, something like 4,000 feet below the earth. That's just, I can't even fathom that. I can't even fathom that. Like, no comprehension. No comprehension. I think about the people who were the sandhogs in New York City. What a job that is. Those guys are literally working a mile. I think it's a mile. I don't know. Maybe it's not a mile. Maybe a mile is a huge exaggeration, but it's a huge amount of space that they are underground in New York City building new tunnels. They had to go and build the new 2nd Avenue subway, and they're still building some other tunnel under. It's just astounding. And on Lexington Avenue, you can see one of their places that they go in, I guess because they were working on the Long Island Railroad connection to from the Monahan station to Grand Central Station. So I guess the tunnel work was done by them. Anyway, it's just astounding. Just astounding to see that, and just the depth. Apparently there's a big contest right now for who can get to the deepest part of the earth. It's a race. China is trying to get there, as is the Soviet Union. Or does the Soviet Union even a thing? Is it Russia? I don't even know. What are we calling them now? I don't even know what we're calling them. But it's pretty insane. Pretty insane to see all the thoughts of people that do that work. And I'm just amazed and astounded by it. I could never imagine doing that. I couldn't. It's crazy. Here we are, just painting above ground. So I saw or heard about this very cool thing the other day, and I am sorry, this conversation is kind of all over the place, but maybe this still has to do with underground. I'm not sure. Swedish death cleaning, I think it's called. And I'm so fascinated by that. So apparently it's you preparing your home and everything before you die so that you're not leaving a responsibility for others to clean up your stuff, right? And I was thinking about that the other day as I was looking around my stuff. You know, I talked about cleaning that room, which still hasn't happened. I actually talked to my friend who's the professional organizer, and she said, "Oh, you need some professional assistance?" And I said, "Well, I might need to call you in, yes. Just because I need somebody to say, yeah, throw it away, or you just throw it away, and then I can't be responsible." Like, I think I might have a little hoarder in me. Not in the sense of that really hoarder, because I'm not a hoarder, but I keep things because I think they have importance and value. And then, you know, like I have business cards from 25 years ago. Why do I have those? Why do I have those? Like, I collect business cards. Why? I have no idea. I'm not in business. I'm not going to reach out to those people. And I saw that whole file of business cards the other day, and I was thinking, I need to throw this away. But you know what's really weird about that? It's kind of like when you let it go, it's a chapter of your life that you're kind of like closing. But I'm realizing now I'm okay with that. So I'm pretty excited about the thought and the idea of, you know, going in and actually throwing stuff out, you know? Just, I guess it's the purge. But I really like the idea of not making other people responsible for cleaning up your mess. Because I like that. Not that there's anything to hide or anything else. I just, you know, I don't want somebody to have to come in and like, look at all this. I don't know who that would be, to be honest. I have no idea who those people would be. But I don't want to put the burden on them. Or even if it came time that, you know, I want to sell my home or something, because that time's going to come, and I just want to have the pre-purge done, right? Just have what you need. I've already gone through and like scaled down I'm in the process of scaling down the pots and pans in the kitchen. You know, just 2 people. How much do you need? I don't really entertain. And if you do entertain now, I realize that more people like to go out than have you cook for them. I don't know, maybe that's a New York thing. I'm not quite sure. But, yeah, it's just easier to go out these days because people can get what they want, order what they want, do all that stuff. You know, and if they don't like your food, they're not responsible for eating it. I realized a couple of years ago I had a horrible dining experience with people who I forgot were like big foodies. And, you know, it was just a very awkward dinner party. And I wish they would have just been honest and said something, but they were just very awkward the whole evening. And what's funny is I haven't talked to him since that dinner party. I reached out and I apologized and everything, but I never heard back from him, which is totally okay. Because, you know, sometimes you realize that the people that you thought were your people were never your people. You know, I realize as I've gotten older, I invested a lot of time and energy in trying to be friends with people that I had nothing in common with. And it was exhausting. Only because I wanted to. I liked them, right? I liked their energy and their vibe and what they had to share, but honestly, we have nothing in common. Mostly because they were all narcissists, which I realize show up a lot around me. I think I'm an attractor of them, and that's okay. At least I notice it now, and I'm not blindsided by it. So I learned this really cool term yesterday that I've never heard before. What was the term? Now I can't even remember it. Gray tracking? Gray something. I'll put it below, along with the video that I saw with. But anyway, it's the dealing with toxic people in your life, but it potentially talks to and speaks about parents, I guess is what it was designed for, and how children deal with toxic parents. But I guess it deals with anybody that's toxic in your life, but predominantly people who are narcissists, who don't realize that they're narcissists, and how you can better interact with them. it was pretty enlightening. So I'll put the little ditty down below. But yeah, what is the word? Not Greystoking. Oh, Greystoke. That was a great movie when that came out. Oh my gosh. That was a great film. Greystoke. I don't think the redo or the second one was as good as the first one. Maybe I'm thinking the wrong movie. Wasn't Greystoke the Jungle movie, or was that the movie about the guy who had the sword? But they were both the same actor, right? Greystoke, Lord of the Jungle. No, I don't remember. Anyway, that actor was really fun. Who played Tarzan, and then that great warrior, Scottish warrior, if he was Scottish, and I apologize if he wasn't. But it was a great movie. All right, we're nearly done with our fun little whatever it is today. Our little picture, our little creation. Magical world of your own creation. I didn't clean the water today. Yes, it's very true. It's true. I did not clean the water. Why didn't I clean the water? I have no idea. That was fun to see how that just shot up there and that water moved in that cool direction. How the pigment just like shot right into the water. That was really fun to see. Do you ever make noises? It just makes it more fun. You know, that's the play portion of it. That's letting the little kid in you come out and have some fun. Say, kiddo, come out and play with me. I apologize. I think it's Friday. Maybe it's Freaky Friday, because this conversation has literally been all over the place today. Freaky Friday is coming back out. Can you believe it? What is it? Version 3 or version 4? And it's back to the originals with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis are going to be back. I guess it's coming out this summer. I'm looking forward to it. That Lindsay Lohan sure did change her life and cleaned it up, and it's just really fun to see what she's done with herself. And boy, she's the rom-com Christmas queen right now, it seems. She's had 3 hits in a row. Her Irish one last year, and then her 2 this year. The one with Kristen Chenoweth that everybody thought was delightful. And then the one that the other one, I don't know what the other one is. I didn't see any of them. I do these videos on YouTube, and that's about the extent of my exposure to the world. Because, I don't know, I'm not a sit and watch movies type person. I'm horrible that way. Anyway. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Friday, let the weekend begin. But what if you don't have your weekend isn't like Friday? Well, it's okay. You can still enjoy your Friday. All right, this is the last page in this book. The last page in this book. And you know why it's the last page? Because we had those 3 or 4 videos that I did, and we just didn't get the results we wanted. One filmed in slow-mo, one didn't film, and the other one, I don't remember what happened, but halfway through it stopped filming, so yeah. But you just go with it. You don't go get upset with it. just deal with what is. All right, let's do our little edging. Edge and edge and edge and edge. And let's add some details on the house and a few little details on the mushroom. Perfect. Thanks for being here on this crazy Friday edition. We've been all over the place in a conversation today, talking about weird dreams, talking about people underground. I have to find that story so you can see it, because it was just crazy. And I'll put it in the link below, and you can be as disturbed as I was by it. All right, so yeah, that's Friday. I don't know, Freaky Friday. I'm not quite sure. But I'm so glad you spent the time with me today. It was great to have you here, hanging out together, being creative, seeing what shows up. I'm Samaj, and this is Creating with Samaj. Wherever you are, I trust you have the most amazing day. And until then,